Hello. It's been a while since I've posted any videos, and topics come up that I just wanted to kind of touch on. It's been in the news a little bit lately. Diversity, equity, inclusion. There's been some pushback on corporations about their DEI policies. Harley Davidson and a couple other companies have gotten pushback and reversed some of their DEI policies, which I think they went too far. So diversity is good when it's done right. Diversity for the sake of diversity is where you run into problems. So if you're just saying that you want to have a diverse workforce, if you want to have a diverse team, great. But choose people because of what they're capable of doing, not because of who, what sexual orientation, race, gender, it doesn't matter. I want to see people who are capable of doing the job that they need to do. If they're, any of the other diverse categories, great. If they're not, you have to choose the best for making sure that the job can be done properly, for safety's sake, for performance sake, and so on. As far as diversity, as far as, all the issues about racism, sexism, and everything else, there's a, very diverse, using the word in a different sense, set of opinions on it. So I look at some of the scriptures, and one of the things that kind of strikes me is that there are scriptures out there that basically say everybody is part of the people of God. Colossians 3:11. Here there is not Greek and Jew, circumcised and uncircumcised, barbarian, Scythian, slave, free, but Christ is all and in all. Okay, right there. That, from Colossians, right there says, basically, support everybody. It doesn't matter what their race, gender, sexual orientation, or anything like that. Christ is all and in all. All right, Colossians 1:16-17. For by him all things are created in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authority. All things were created through him and for him. That says the same thing. Going to a little bit of the Old Testament, Malachi 2:10. Have we not all one Father? Has not one God created us? Why then are we faithless to one another, profaning the covenant of our fathers? This is all stuff. Yes, there's other parts of the Bible that could be used to speak out against specific things, but there's so many points that show that we need to support each other. And I look at that as, scripturally going back thousands of years, people believe that we were all one people. Romans 12:16, just one last piece of scripture. Romans 12:16, live in harmony with one another. Do not be haughty, but associate with the lowly. Never be wise in your own sight. From scripture, that makes sense. All right. Now, from a business perspective, from a organizational operations perspective, when it comes to diversity, little reading glasses action here. I know it's a polarizing figure, but these quotes kind of show what makes sense as a business. This goes back to February 15th, 2000, in the Advocate magazine, which is a gay rights magazine from the time period, an interview with Donald Trump, well before he ran for president. And he was asked, why should gays and lesbians be interested in you as a presidential candidate? And he said, in all truth, quote unquote, I don't care whether or not a person is gay. I judge people based on their capability, honesty, and merit. Being in the entertainment business, I've worked with many gay people. I have met some tough, talented, capable, terrific people. Their lifestyles of no interest to me, end quote. That sounds reasonable to me. I don't care whether a person is gay or not. I don't care whether they're white, black, whatever. As long as they can perform, that's important. The next question he was asked was, would we see gay people in the Trump administration? And his response was, quote, I would want the best and brightest. Sexual orientation would be meaningless. I'm looking for brains and experience. If the best person for the job happens to be gay, I would certainly appoint them, end quote. Does this sound unreasonable? To me, that's what's necessary for business. That's what's necessary for any organization to function in a good manner. Again, he said everybody makes a personal choice. It doesn't matter to him, and he tries to treat everybody equally and fairly. When you hang with people who are different from you, you get an appreciation for other cultures. That's a quote from that same interview. So, when you hang with people who are different from you, you get an appreciation for other cultures. That is the key to diversity, equity, and inclusion. You want people who are good, people who are going to perform. You want people who add to the organization. If they add to the organization and they bring in part of their culture, absolutely great. That's an added benefit. They can bring in new ideas that you might not have thought of. That's what we need. Just adding people to your workforce or your team or whatever who are diverse just for the sake of diversity, that sometimes hurts you because you're not adding people based on their abilities. And that's a problem. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say with the way the economy is going or the way politics are going right now, but, I want to see the best people. I don't care what they believe. I don't care how they dress. I don't care what they do in the bedroom. I don't care what color they are. I want good people in charge of things. I want good people with great ideas doing what's necessary to improve this country, to improve our communities, and basically be part of our community, but do it the right way. So let me know what you think. We'll go from there. Have a great day.